Have you ever completely changed the way you do something? Maybe you've made small tweaks to your daily routine, looking for little improvements. Now, imagine doing that with a multi-million-dollar organization on the line. In 2004, one man did exactly that, revolutionizing America's favorite pastime. Hi, my name is Cooper Kline, your state FFA Secretary, and this is Oklahoma FFA's Leadership on Demand. Picture this. It's the bottom of the ninth inning. The Oakland Athletics have cycled through their entire lineup with one last chance. They send in pinch hitter Scott Hatteberg. The crowd holds its breath as Hatteberg steps up to the plate, with the weight of potentially making history for the A's and Major League Baseball on his shoulders. But here's the twist. Hatteberg has residual nerve damage in one shoulder, which means he can't throw a baseball. So, how did he end up in this crucial moment? The answer lies with Billy Beane, the innovative general manager of the Oakland Athletics. Faced with one of the smallest budgets in the league and a team that hadn't seen a winning season in years, Beane needed a game changer. And then, during a routine trip to negotiate player trades with the Cleveland Indians, he met a young Yale graduate working in a cubicle. This fresh-faced analyst had a revolutionary idea. Success in baseball wasn't just about traditional talent scouts, but about hidden value in the statistics. More runners on base meant more chances to score, and more runs meant more wins. It was a simple yet radical approach, completely counter to the traditional thinking in baseball. At first, Beane was skeptical, but his instincts told him to take a chance on this unconventional strategy. Together, they identified undervalued players with high on-base percentages, even recruiting some for positions they had never played before. It was a risky move, but it was one born out of necessity and a willingness to innovate. Now, let's go back to that moment with Hatteberg at the plate. One strike, one ball. The pitch comes in. Hatteberg swings. The crack of the bat rings through the stadium as the ball soars over the fence. A walk-off home run. The Oakland A's clinched their 20th consecutive win, setting a new American League record. This wasn't just a victory for the A's. It was proof that a revolutionary approach could change baseball forever. Billy Beane and his team showed that with creativity, data, and the courage to challenge the norm, even an underdog can rewrite the rules of the game. As future leaders in agriculture and beyond, remember these lessons from the A's. Number 1, the power of a fresh perspective. Sometimes the most powerful tool for change is a fresh perspective. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. Innovation often comes from seeing value where others don't. Billy Beane saw potential in overlooked players and undervalued statistics. In your future careers, you might find similar opportunities to revolutionize your field. The key is to question assumptions, look beyond traditional metrics, and be willing to take calculated risks. Just like Beane's approach transformed baseball, your unique perspective could be the catalyst for groundbreaking advancements in whatever you choose. True leadership isn't about following the well-worn path. It's about having the courage to forge a new one when you see a better way forward. Number 2, empowering and trusting your team. The success of Beane's strategy wasn't just about changing how players were selected. It was about transforming the entire culture of the Oakland Athletics. It wasn't just a one-man show. Beane had to trust his entire team. From the young analyst who introduced him to sabermetrics, to the scouts who had to rethink their methods, to the coaches who had to implement new tactics on the field. Think about Scott Hatteberg, a player who hit the historic home run. Beane and his team saw potential in Hatteberg that others had missed. They not only recruited him, but asked him to play a new position, first base. something he had never done before. This required immense trust on both sides. Beane had to trust that Hatteberg could adapt, and Hatteberg had to believe in the new data-driven approach that saw value in him when others didn't. FFA members, in whatever field you choose, remember that innovation requires not just a bold idea, but also a team that believes in it. Trust your team, empower them, and give them the room to grow and adapt. You never know what kind of game-changing success you might achieve together. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Leadership on Demand. Until next time, keep challenging the status quo. Trust your team, and remember, the game isn't over until it's over. See you soon.